are you like more or less hopeful about, say, scientific prediction markets on replicating discoveries, or do you think like that? Do you think the politics is actually worse in that case?
So my first application I had in mind, because look, I was studying philosophy of science at the University of Chicago as a grad student, so I was thinking about science as the first application of these areas. And so I realized that over time that academia is really a tough nut to crack. I do think I have a solution, but it's a subtler and harder solution than you might have thought. It doesn't work to just make markets legal. Academics just ignore them. It doesn't work to offer the opportunity to the funders to fund markets because they're going to go, no. But here's what I think does work. The one thing academics won't give up on is the claim that the people they are now celebrating through jobs or publications or grants are the people that in the future, when we look back a century or two, will be said to have been the important people. They won't let go of that claim. Everything else they might let go of. So like if you say, hey, prove yourself, you're not actually being useful to industry, they'll say, we're not useful to industry, we're in a higher cloud than that, go away, right? So the threat of showing that they're not useful at the moment to the larger economy is not really a threat to them at all. But the claim that nobody will care about your guys in a few centuries, that would be devastating to them. They will not allow that, okay? And that's my leverage. So what do? I first show that we can take the past, assign historians to rank people in a field in the past who should have been listened to more. And then once we've shown that that's possible, we just create futures markets in that ratings actually in a century or two from now. We highlight those rankings in the markets. And when Harvard hires a sociologist, we say, yeah, but that was number 78, the list of options you had. Why did you go that far down the list? You're going to embarrass them into picking somebody higher on the list or trading in the market to move their guy out. Either way works to create pressure to have their actions reflect market judgments of the long-term potential of people's work. That's my solution to fixing academia. The first project is to fund these historical studies. Again, if you got some money there, let me know, but that's the limitation on that. That, I think, could reform academia.